Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Paul Edward Green, age 83 of Cullman, were yesterday at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel. The Reverend Marvin Doc Bryan officiated. Interment in Ebenezer Cemetery. Cullman Funeral Home directed. Mr. Green passed away on Friday at Cullman Regional Medical Center. Funeral services for Perry Lynn Watwood, 52 of Cullman, will be today at 1 p.m. at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel. Interment in Cullman Memory Gardens. Cullman Funeral Home is directing. Mr. Watwood passed away Friday. Visitation will be today, 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the funeral home. Funeral services for J.L. McCrary, age 72 of Falkville, will be at 11 a.m. today at Mount Olive Baptist Church. Interment in the church cemetery. Reverend Hollis Gardner and James Earwood will officiate. The body will lie in state from 10 to 11 a.m. at the church. Cullman Funeral Home is directing. Mr. McCrary passed away on Thursday. Funeral services for Doris Ledlow Nelson, age 87 of Cullman, will be today at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home Chapel. Reverend Mac Buttram officiating. Interment at Cullman City Cemetery. Cullman Heritage directing. Ms. Nelson passed away on Friday at Falkville Healthcare Center. Visitation will be today, 11 a.m. until the time of service. Funeral services for Daniel Ray Wilhite, age 42 of Vinemont, will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. Dr. Stanley Kilgore officiating. Moss Service directs. Mr. Wilhite passed away on Saturday. And funeral services for Harry Dunn, age 94 of Hansville, will be held today at Mount Olive Baptist Church. Jerry Scott and Reverend John Eccles will officiate. Interment in the church cemetery. Mr. Dunn passed away on Saturday. Hansville Funeral Home is directing. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Welcome to Today on 2. It is Monday, the 25th of March. Feels like the 25th of January.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Your microphone's not on. Okay, I'll talk for us then.
Right,
it does feel like the 25th of January. When I walked in this morning, I had a coat and a scarf on, and I thought, burr. And what about this global warming thing that we've got going on?
I know. The whole country is this way. The whole country. I wish that global warming thing would kick in, and I wish the groundhog would get it right.
Yeah, really. He did not do that this year, did he?
No, not at all.
Oh, well.
I saw, I think on the Weather Channel, the jet stream coming out of Canada or something goes all the way down to the southern states.
Yeah, boy, and that wind is what's so incredible. I put out flags yesterday. I have flags along my driveway, and I had some nice spring-looking flags. They're flying like this. Instead of being down like this, they're like this because they're flying, It's just crazy. Oh, well.
Yeah, well, it'll be a good year for wind energy.
Yeah.
Those windmills have got to be humming up there in the Midwest.
That's true.
Wow. Well, let's check the weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Make the switch to Mitch. The weather almanac for the 22nd of March. The average high temperature is 69. The average. 69. The average low 40, the record high 85 in 1966, the record low 18 in 1965. Sunset tonight 7 o'clock, sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:48. That's the satellite picture reveal for today. Whoa, snow and snow and snow. More snow to the north of us. Our part of the country looks pretty good. Let's see what the forecast is for this week. Partly sunny, very windy. What's new? 20% chance of rain and snow this morning. High near 46. What that put us close to 30 degrees, 23 degrees below normal?
Yeah.
Wow, cloudy and windy tonight. Chance of snow early tomorrow morning. Low near 29. Tomorrow, morning snow, high of 45. Then we have a heat trend.
Heat wave.
50 on Wednesday, 58 on Thursday, 62 on Friday. Lower 60s on the weekend. We haven't even got up to average. I think we're going to go straight to summer. What do you
probably
think?
will.
By the time it gets into the 70s, it'll rush to 80 and no spring.
Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, I hate it when it does that. Occasionally, we have really nice springs and we walk around and it's 72 degrees and we go, wow, this is what it feels like to be 72, but outside, not air conditioned.
That's right.
But yeah, you're probably right. That's probably what'll happen.
Yeah, we'll go straight to summer. But this is Holy Week.
Yeah.
Easter is next Sunday. Easter sunrise service should be interesting. It'll be dark.
And cold, probably. And maybe even rainy.
Cold.
Yeah, but we've been there before.
Well, that's
It
right.
was that way, so
raining,
nothing unusual.
something like that.
Nothing unusual.
But there will be numerous worship opportunities, Thursday services on Thursday, Good Friday services on Friday, and of course, Easter sunrise services.
Right, and Easter Sunday. A lot of the Christers will come out, the people that only go to church at Christmas and Easter. So the churches will be packed on Sunday because it is Easter Sunday.
Well,
that's true. If that's all that's when they come, we're glad they come.
That's right. That's right. It'd be good to see people then.
Right.
Well, let's see. Who's our Facebook friend of the day for today?
I think Miss Lona Heatherly, and we know Miss Lona.
Yes, we do.
She used to own the, oh goodness, it's changed names so many times, but anyway, very, very pretty picture of Lona. And we're glad she's our friend. She likes the Today Show and interior designing, and she is such a sweet, sweet person.
Yes, she is.
I really like her a lot. So she is our Facebook friend, and if you want to be a Facebook friend, just look us up, Channel 2 Coleman, and just like us. We'll put your picture up there.
And a reminder also, we are broadcasting worldwide. Channel2Coleman.com has the live streaming. And, of course, we have a library of previous shows and archive shows that are available, almost a year's worth of programs now.
Wow.
Available there. So if you happen to miss a show and still want to see what's going on, you can check Channel2Coleman.com.
Yep, very good.
We will continue. George Spear is here with news and commentary right after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Time for news and commentary on a Monday. It seems the Cullman Times preoccupied with this issue involving an appointed superintendent of education for Cullman County. The main story yesterday in Sunday's paper was that Ed Henry said he's going to wait until there's a seated representative to take, Jeremy Oden's place, District 11, before he makes up his mind or before he supports this proposal. That's sort of a double-edged sword because, first of all, they may or may not be able to get to this particular legislative session. He says he wants to have a seated representative. Well, if tomorrow, which it is, tomorrow's election for the runoff between Ed Henry, or rather for Danny Aldridge and Randall Shedd, then the general election or the election that would between the Democrat and Republican won't be until May. So how could there be a seated one before he supports it? So it's sort of a contentious issue. And by the way, wouldn't it be a good idea to talk to these people if you're a reporter and say, do you support it or not? And then they go on record as supporting or not, Don't know. Some folks upset because it's still not something that people were aware of, could vote on and such as that. But think about it. And again, you go back to the same issue as we've talked about before. If we wait till next election, there's going to be somebody running for the job. So you can't very well say you spend all your money running for that office, but we're going to make it an appointed superintendent this time around. So this would have been the time to do so, make it that happen that way. The Cullman Area Chamber of Commerce applied for a city alcohol license. They're thinking about issues where they'll have internal events such as the business after hours. Not sure you can get much business done if you're snoggered, Maybe that's part of the business. Who knows, right? And, of course, Sammy Lee, who represents this Bass Fishing Hall of Fame, they're talking about building on what will be Exit 222, was talking about the proposed $17 million facility will include a 56,250 square foot civic center, 30,900 square foot Hall of Fame, an aquarium, gift shop, exhibit space, and then in the fine print it says the city of Cullman will cover the majority of construction costs. Is that like saying, I won't give you something, but you got to pay for it? Say what? Okay. I don't know, and I'm sure that the tourism committees and those folks are going to say, look at all the tourist, capability. But golly day, isn't the city really in debt now for Heritage Park and some of these other places? I don't know. It's a financial issue that nobody's wanting to talk about. How they can support this thing to get it built, and after it's built, that'll be great. But in the meantime, you got to pay for it. Also, well, I don't know if you have been noticing lately, but it seems like places like Best Buy, Circuit City's already gone belly up. Some of these electronic stores, look at the video stores. I mean, Blockbuster's closing its doors if it hadn't done so already. We're living in a different era now. People are going online and they're downloading movies. And the idea of buying your music or buying videos is one of those things that usually the internet basically supersedes it. So why is Electronic Express coming to Decatur, right? They're going to build one in the shopping mall up there. I don't know. There was a Handy TV, and there was one other place down here that was right next door. Rex, yeah. And Rex is gone, though, isn't it? Or is it still there? I can't remember now. The IRS says 440,000 Alabamians will wait until April to file their tax returns. Right now, according to my accountant, it doesn't matter when you file it, you're not going to get your return back. Not for a while, because no one wants to admit it, but the state's out of money, trying to return these the money that you paid in. And, in fact, some folks, I was told, my accountant told me people who filed back in February still haven't gotten their state returns yet. Another meteor shower on the East Coast. Did you hear about this one? I mean, all kinds of people reporting, like 400 reports alone in Massachusetts. All of a sudden, we're being made aware of these things, which before maybe we were just luckily ignorant of, or nobody really paid that much attention to it. But now you got all these people with video cameras, that are inside their cell phones, so they can take pictures of these things. So it's rather undisputed. CBS finally apologizing for their television show segment on Amazing Race, which broadcast what critics called an anti-American segment that offended Vietnam veterans. Can you believe that? It's been all over Fox News. In fact, Fox brought it to life. Beckel is his name. Pitched a fit. Bob Beckel, who's the liberal guy on the Five, the talks group that has an afternoon show. He says, can't believe CBS had a show where the contestants went to Hanoi, I guess it was, and they had a demonstration, had part of the wreckage of a B-52, right, where Americans were killed. And part of the segment included these contestants listening to some school kids sing about communism. There are people now who don't have a clue what that's about. But many of us lost friends. Many of us fought in conflicts involving the Communist Party. And I don't understand why these people at networks feel that they have a right to show these things. Trying to be fair? I don't think so. That's ridiculous. And how about Death Wish coffee? The world's strongest coffee. How about this? The coffee costs about $20 a pound, twice as much caffeine. Wow, that'll wake you up, won't it? Stay tuned, more today on 2 after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
We continue with Today on 2. This part of our program, we have some prizes to give away. Let's see what we have for today. We have the Bowberry Biscuit. I love the Bowberry Biscuit from Bojangles.
So good.
And let's see, do we have anything else? Yeah, we've got the day pass to Hurricane Creek Park. Those are the prizes we have for today. Let's start looking at our merchant ads. We'll, of course, ask a question about one of these ads, starting with Miss Elna Barnett, Barnett Tax Service, serving Cullman for 41 years. No appointment is necessary. The office is on Main Avenue Southwest, just north of the post office.
And it's Borden Family Pharmacy right there on Highway 157 at the intersection of Eva Road, providing immunizations. And, of course, they provide a great variety of prescriptions if you need them. They are a great pharmacy.
Bernard's Gallery and Gifts, an art gallery, but that's not all. Gifts are available, jewelry, custom framing, also at Bernard's Gallery and Gifts.
Medical Arts Apothecary is a trusted part of your family now for 50 years. Family-owned business, personalized care, making a difference every day. Medical Arts Apothecary, one block south of the courthouse.
Fitness opportunities are available at the Wellness and Aquatic Center. They have the full fitness center. They have the indoor walking track. They have an indoor pool, the outdoor pool, too cold right now.
A little bit. Baldwin Counseling Center. Help is just a phone call away. Dr. Howard Rogers is the man to call. If you're having problems, you need to talk, you want some privacy, give him a call and he'll help you out.
Auto Tech, foreign and domestic auto repair and service. See David Methvin, County Road 1354 in Vinemont, beside Ridgemont Community Church.
And the Mint Oreo is the blizzard of the month. It can even be made into a cake. Look at that, how good that looks. Oreo cookie pieces crumbled and tumbled.
Mullins Body Shop, over 50 years they've been doing auto body repair and towing. If you need their services, call Mullins Body Shop today. Those are some of the merchant ads. Our question for today, which advertiser has items for the proms? This is prom season. Some of the proms already over.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think some yet to go.
Right.
But anyway, which advertiser has items for high school proms? 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. First person with the correct answer receives the Bowberry biscuit from Bojangles.
That's kind of hard to say real fast, isn't it?
I didn't try to say it real fast.
Bowberry biscuit. Okay.
And, of course, the day pass to Hurricane Creek Park for you outdoor adventuresome people.
Yeah. Go get your biscuit and then go outside and work it off.
There you go. Yeah, that'll go repelling. That'll work off a biscuit in a big hurry.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Again, which of our advertisers has items for the prom, or at least an item for the prom? 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. Just one winner per household within a 30-day period of time. I think I stumped them again.
I think you must have.
I wonder if, in over a year's period of time, do I stump the audience more than they get the right answers?
We ought to keep track of that.
We should do that.
We could figure that one out.
And then at the end of the year, I should be able to keep the prizes.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Let's look at the rest of our merchant ads. We'll show you the answer to that question coming up. Mr. Hicks Menswear Prom is around the corner. Get your formal wear tuxedos from Mr. Hicks Menswear.
You know, I'd take advantage of that top coat right now.
You'll need that.
That big sale they're having. Tires for Less is more than just tires. Oil engines, minor engine repair, oil changes. Boy, I can't talk today. Shocks, brakes. Go see Greg and the guys at Tires for Less.
Barnett Tax Service. Elda Barnett will do your tax return, the electronic filing. And you can get your refund in a number of ways. Direct deposit, debit card, pick up the check at the office, or have it mailed to you.
Get smitten at the Uniform Place. New styles and brands arriving for the season. Uniform Place located at 300 2nd Avenue Southeast, right here in Coleman.
The crew at Earl's Body Shop reminds you, move over for emergency vehicles. Earl's Body Shop doing large and small towing, local or long distance. Of course, they also do auto body repair.
Cups Accounting and Tax Service. Quality service at reasonable rates. Check with Cups before you pay too much to have your taxes filed. They can do personal, business, corporate, and farm accounts. Free e-file. Credit and debit cards are accepted.
Yates Chance Christian Bookstore has the heavenly gift that fits the season. Experience God's message this Easter. Yates Chance Christian Bookstore in the South Coleman Shopping Center.
And People's Tires Brake and Alignment Center has all those daily specials, and today is Monday, so that flat repair is half price on passenger and light truck tires. And of course, they're located at 1107 Catherine Street.
Sorelli, spring blooms with the colors of Sorelli. New items coming in each and every day. Springtime items. That's why you shop at Doug Doggett Jewelers.
Deb's Bookstore is your hometown bookstore just down the road. Browsers are always welcome. Gift certificates are available. Used books are half price off every day, and new books are 20% off every day.
And those are the merchant ads we have for today. It's time to check our birthdays. Who celebrates on March 25th?
Well, it looks like we have Eloise, I guess.
Eloise Malden. Yes, I see Eloise every Sunday at church.
Very good. And Cole Robinson. And those names will be put into the drawing on Friday, where they have that possibility of winning an 8x10 portrait from Baker Photography and an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
We will continue with more of Today on 2 right after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Fire, accident, storm, they all happen in Cullman County. And for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with auto owners. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Karen. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
Welcome back to Today on 2. Larry Bradford is our guest today with Southern Solar Systems. Larry, thank you for being with us today.
It's my pleasure.
Let's start with the basics. What exactly is your company all about?
Well, Southern Solar Systems is a small company formed by myself and 2 partners, Chris Sherburne and Erwin Simon. In 2007, we're located in Huntsville. And our business is renewable energy, primarily solar electric systems. We also design and install geothermal heat pumps and solar hot water, all 3 of which are renewable and actually rooted in solar energy. So,
this is something, though, that you've kind of been interested in working with for many years now, isn't it?
Yes, I actually started working in solar, or was bitten by the solar bug, as I say, in 1974 when I was a young engineer working for NASA in Huntsville. And we had the first energy crisis where we had gas lines and shortages and price spikes. Gas went all the way to 39 cents a gallon.
Yeah.
And,
when we like those days.
Yeah. And NASA in Huntsville actually was assigned to provide all the technical support to the Department of Energy on the first solar research and development program back in the 70s. I transferred to that group and spent 3 to 4 years doing solar then. I left NASA in late 70s, and I went into contracting business. And over the years, I was fortunate enough to make my living doing contracting with conducting research and development, primarily for the space-based solar power for NASA and the Army. So I was able to stay in touch with the technology and the progression over the years, but I always wanted to try to get back in applications for Earth-based use. And I always said that gas needed to be about $3 a gallon, and the economics would be right for solar energy again. Well, it went to past $3, and that's when we formed Southern Solar in 2007.
We don't have a whole lot of time, so if somebody's interested in getting solar panels on their home, are you the man to call?
Yes, one of them, one of the few in this part of the country. The Southeast is not very developed yet with solar. But yes, solar energy has come down in price since we went in business, and fortunately that was our plan, our prediction. For example, we install solar today for less than half what we installed it in 2007 when we started.
Wow.
It's been a very rapid decrease. And with the incentives today, a person can actually install a solar system, provide all the electricity for their home, and it'll pay for itself in 10 years.
Okay.
And the systems last 30 to 50 years. They're even warranted for 25.
Okay.
So it's, for the first time in the last year, we were able to tell folks that it's actually a good investment. It's the price has adjusted such that it is. It's a sizable investment up front, but with the payback, it's got some real advantages, and it does appear that, and we think that within the next 3 to 5 years that solar will be commonplace and on every home.
Because you actually get some income tax credits, right?
Yes, you get a 30% federal tax credit for individuals or businesses. Businesses also get accelerated 5-year depreciation with a 15% bonus depreciation, which makes it about a 6-year payback for businesses. But everybody gets a 30% tax credit. And that, along with, in this part of the country, TVA has a program where they will contract to buy all the solar power at a premium for 10 years. And for 10 additional years, they give you a contract for 20 years. They will guarantee to pay at least retail. And that's how you pay for a system in 10 years. And then from then on, if you size the system properly to provide all your kilowatt hours that you use, then you'll never have an electric bill. So we're on the verge of being able to build a home, and we can design it and predict how much electricity you're going to use, put a solar system in, and put it in your home mortgage, and you'll never have an electric bill. So if the electricity doubles or quadruples, it will not affect you. You've hedged your electricity costs based on the cost of your solar system today.
Do most people that are installing these, is it for new construction, or do you also for existing homes?
Now, existing homes, it's very easy to retrofit. It costs very little more to retrofit an existing home than it does to install it in a new home. And it doesn't have to be on a home roof. It can be mounted on outbuildings. We build gazebo-type structures in backyards, parking shade structures for commercial buildings. So it's very versatile on how you install it.
How much room is required?
It requires, a typical home will require about 1,000 to 1,200 square feet of south-facing surface.
Flat surface.
It doesn't have to be in one location. It can be on multiple roofs, or like I say, part on a roof and part on a gazebo or a pergola
or an outer
structure.
Garage or something like
that.
that.
Right, a detached garage.
Right.
As long as it's within a few hundred feet of where your electric service comes in, then it's very simple.
Now, let me understand, if I have this correct, that you will be able to generate enough power to operate your home and get money from TVA?
Well, it's a combination. TVA will buy all the solar power as it's generated. They install their own meter on your system.
Okay.
We feed the power into the grid at your home, just on the utility side of your meter. And the power, if you're using it, it comes into your house. If you're not using it or not using all of it, the remainder automatically flows out the wires to your neighbors till it gets used up. And all this is seamless, and you don't know the difference. The power from the solar is identical and is synchronized with the utility company.
So it's, in essence, they're kind of buying it back.
They're buying it back, but it's a trade. They do key it to your utility bill, and the basic production is subtracted from your utility bill. And TVA pays this premium price. They pay you a check each month for the premium.
Okay.
And the utility company gives you even trade on what they deduct from your bill. So if when you get a bill, it'll have a solar credit at the bottom. And if, like in the summertime, you generate more than you can use on long days, so they'll credit it and roll it over to the next month, just like cell phone minute.
Okay.
And they do that for 12 months. And then at the end of 12 months, if they still owe you any money, they issue a check.
Okay.
And if you size the system properly, on average, it'll end up in 12 months being zero.
If the power goes out in your neighborhood, how are you affected?
You're out just like your neighbors.
Okay.
Doesn't sound safe there.
That's a common misconception. It's feasible, but you have to have a very large bank of batteries to run your home. And you can charge batteries and run totally off grid if you'd like, or you can have the solar backup. But from an economic standpoint, and that's what we promote, is make it economical. The batteries are not practical. You're better off to just buy a generator, nice automatic generator, for the small amount of time our power's off. I know it's really inconvenient when it happens, but our power is on 99.98% of the time.
Yeah.
So.
Under rare circumstances, it go off for more than a few hours at a time.
Or even days, you're still better off to run a generator for those days. Although they're making headway with batteries and both efficiency and cost. And it's only a few years away that we'll have batteries that are practical where you could stand alone and have 24/7 solar power. And we're really on the verge
working
of that.
On that, yeah.
Technically, it's feasible now. It's just not quite economical.
Right. Very good. So if anybody wants to ask you more information, how they get in touch with you?
They can call us in Huntsville at 256-883-9848.
Okay.
And we'll be glad to answer any questions. And we primarily do residential and small to mid-sized commercial solar systems.
Okay.
And our first solar system, and our company put in, was a solar water system here on Carlton's Restaurant.
Oh.
And it's still there, and it's survived all these storms and still sitting on the roof.
Okay.
Very good. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more right after this.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
Selling cookies is about the big picture.
You have to have a goal.
A big goal. Something you and your team want to do in the world.
We choose
Where the money goes. A trip.
an adventure.
Helping people out. Helping a lot of people out.
And about the money.
We are responsible for it.
Handling it, managing it,
Tracking it.
doing great things with it.
This is business.
Girl business.
The biggest girl-run business
In the world.
Did you think this was just about cookies?
Our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. Your vote counts. Remember, tomorrow's March the 26th, and it is Election Day for District 11, so go vote if you live in that district. Ready to get in shape for summer? You're invited to attend weekly Take Off Pound Sensibly meetings, Tuesday nights at 5:30 in the Basement Recreation Hall of Benedictine Manor. Please call Joe at 256-734-7428 for more information. The Red Door Cafe Chili Festival kickoff is going to be taking place on April the 6th from 10 to 3 at the Depot Park area. There will be activities for all ages and samples for all. For more information, visit chilifestincoleman.com. I had to think about that one. Community-wide sunrise Easter service at the Ave Maria Grotto services begin at 6:30 a.m. Bring chairs and come celebrate the happiest of mornings. And community billboards are available, of course. If you want to send it to, you can email it to channel2coleman@gmail.com, fax it to 256-734-7680, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2, spell out the number 2 Coleman.
The weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. If you enjoyed the weather over the weekend, you're going to love today and tomorrow. Sunny and windy, slight chance of rain or snow this morning, a high of 46. More wind tonight, again a slight chance of snow by tomorrow morning, low of 29, and tomorrow's high near 45. Woo! Winter weather persists. That's our program for today. Thank you for watching today on 2.
Hope you have a great day.